father has been the highlight of my life. It has taught me so many things I would never have experienced if I had went ahead and had that vasectomy in my junior year of high school. But it's also had its downside, like having your daughter see you being totally embarrassed publicly. It happened last Saturday night. I think the charge officially was driving under the influence of alcohol. And yes, I was booked into the Pierce County Jail. Spent about 6 hours in stir until I bailed out. I was looking at a big fine, a full day in jail, and probably losing my license for a while. Great example for a soon-to-be teenage daughter, huh? Well, thank God she was very understanding about it, and I can trust she would never tell anyone about this, especially my ex, her mother. At least I hope so.
So yeah, now I have to deal with the fact that my father's a criminal. It's going to take some getting used to. I mean, he filled in as my campfire girl's troop leader when my mom broke her leg, and he used to help with the collection plate at the church before they started sending out monthly billing statements. He even was in the Kiwanis Club for a while, till he got kicked out.
Wow, now he's like someone on America's Most Wanted. That's kind of scary. And sort of cool.
Yeah, if it wasn't my dad, maybe so. But now the criminal life is in my family's genes, and it's up to me to save our family name.
My dad got a ticket for littering once. Really, it was my fault. He was driving me to soccer practice a couple years ago, and I shook this Pepsi can really hard, and boy, did it explode everywhere in the car. My dad grabs it, tosses it out the window, and 10 seconds later, we're being pulled over by some policeman. Cost him $250, and he took it out of my allowance for the next year and a half.
Yeah, but you don't have to do a hard time for littering. My dad had wore those orange overalls you see on TV. Gross.
That is intense.
Man, I can't believe this happened. I am so stupid.
We both know that this wouldn't happen at all if you'd have just come with me line dancing out in Spanaway. Okay? I could have drove, and you know, I can handle my liquor.
I did not want to line dance, and you hate that stuff too.
Yeah, but you can't beat the odds, man. This place has at least 4 women to every guy.
Well, I was in the mood for more of an urban experience, so I went down to the loft and ended up going over to Alfred's for a little while, had 3 or 4 martinis, and decided to go out to the casino in Fife, and I must have had a taillight out or something because the cop pulled me over. Next thing I know, wham, I blow a 1.1 and I'm tossed in the slammer with the other drunks in this town.
Ah, the bubble room. Hey, you know, I got some experience with the jail thing. That was a few years ago, but I walked the miracle mile. Doing time is tough.
Those 6 hours were the worst of my life. There was this one guy in my holding tank who swore he was from another galaxy and it was all a mistake and kept babbling about someone going to beam him up. And he was still there when I left.
Yeah, you do meet some interesting people, okay? I remember one time when I was in there for like 30 days because I had a whole bunch of unpaid parking tickets, okay? This one dude kept screaming about he was the grandson of Hitler. I mean, the guy kept yelling for hours and hours and hours until we finally shut him up by jamming a bunch of Jell-O down his throat. I think the jailers even helped out.
My main concern now is Lisa. How is she going to deal with the fact that her old man is now a perp?
Hey, a lot of respected or sort of respected people have had a DUI and did okay. Just look at George Bush and... Oh, wait, bad example.
So how are you going to get to soccer practice now? My friend Jessica's dad lost his license for a year for this. Maybe my dad can pick you up.
I never thought about that. OMG, I am not taking the bus to school. That is so not happening.
If he has to go to prison, maybe my parents can adopt you. They're not that bad. At Christmas, I get to eat frosting straight out of the can when we decorate cookies.
I wish. My mother will probably make me move in with her as soon as she hears about this, and that's why I'll never rat out my dad. She lives in Seattle, so maybe we can keep it on the down low.
You know they're going to make you go to alcohol information school. I know this guy that used to run a bunch of driving schools around town, but I guess he got into trouble, was in the paper a lot. Anyway, now he runs a bunch of those schools. You give the man cash, he'll give you a certificate.
No way. I'm doing everything the right way so I can put this behind me. Never again am I going to drink and drive.
Yeah, good call. Maybe leave it to the professionals. So what do you want to do tonight? I'll drive.
I said I have Lisa this weekend, and I think it's best if I kind of hang around close to home and maybe have a talk with her about this.
Right. So I guess I'll head back up to Spanaway Solo for some more line dancing. You know what's starting to grow on me?
Oh, that's frightening.
Yeah, but the place is like a gold mine. But keep it on a strictly need-to-know basis, okay?
Right.
Hey, and anytime you need a ride in the next 12 months, you just give me a call.
So far, so good. I have a really good attorney, and he says I have an excellent shot at beating this. My daughter Lisa has been great and has not made me feel like a total loser. I guess the moral to this story is when the mood hits you to maybe go out for a few drinks, Always check the taillights, and if you're heading near Fife, do a total inspection, including the tire pressure. Later.